There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. What day are we on, guys? It is Tinkmas Day 21. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Day 21 of Tinkmas, which we are doing a video every day through Christmas, December 1st through the 25th, and it's called Tinkmas. Guys, let's jump into today's video. You got to see the thumbnail? Now, let me have a confession day. I said I wasn't going to do any more ornaments, and this isn't just an ornament because it's also a functioning bird feeder, guys. It's a bird feeder, mini bird feeder that can also be an ornament. How cool is that? And we're going to print it out. And because it's mini, that means I actually might have time to print it. Isn't that just swell? Let's just jump into the video, guys. This is going to be cool. Bird feeders are pretty easy. We've made a couple bird feeders on the channel. Maybe I'll make some more after Christmas or the holiday season. Anyway, let's jump right in, guys. Let's start with, well, let's start with one of these as a tube. What do they call it? A tube? Yep. Okay, let's start with the main body of the bird feeder. Let's make it, we can always resize it at the end, but let's make it about 5 inches. Is that good? Is that too big for an ornament? It's going to have a top cone, so let's make this part 4. No, we'll make this part 3. Okay. Now, that's too thick because, you know, we don't want it to be, I don't need to be able to stand on it. So let's crank this sides bar up. There, now it's smoother. And then the wall thickness, let's type 1.5. Okay. That's still pretty fat. Let's do 1. Okay, that looks good. Now, since I'm an experienced bird feeder guy, builder, let's go ahead and do what we do. So, for it to be able to print without supports, we're going to make some arched openings for the seed to fall out. All right? So, let's just take one of these little, what was it, a half circle? Round roof, it says. I just stretched it up a little bit like that until we're happy with it. Let's turn it into a hole. We're going to align it, so right up here. Let's align it on this axis. We could align it this way also. Okay, and if we want 4 openings, see we got 2 so far, we could just duplicate this right here and flip it over. There we go. Look, we got 4 openings with nice arches, so it'll print without being fussy. Let's group that together, and we're going to have a nice start, guys. This is going to be a speed run. It's going to be so easy. Let's go ahead and make a little tray. Let's just get a little creative. I mean, we can just make this out of anything. This is so easy. I had no idea until we're just winging it, guys. It's that easy. So let's make a little bowl shape with a half sphere. We're going to have to lower it down and cut a big flat spot on it. So let's do that first. Sure. So to cut that whole bottom off, let's just drag one of these cutout blocks, I call it. I guess it's a whole block, but I call them cutouts. Okay, let's stretch it over the whole model like this, and when we pull the center one down, see? That'll pull it below the work plane. Exactly, it'll cut it off exactly at the work plane. So group the 2 together. Bam. I don't know why we got such wacky colors going on. I usually like working in like a light blue. So we got this little bowl shape, but we need to empty it, hollow it. So let's duplicate it. Click it up a few times, like raise it up a little bit. I'm going to hold Shift and Alt, and we can shrink it down a little bit. See, if you hold Shift and Alt, it'll stay centered, see? Look at how good that looks. Turn it to a hole. Group it together. See, speed run. Now, that is a little, well, actually, okay, that's good, that's good. let's center it here. Dude, this is awesome. I'm excited about this one. We could raise this up. How about just like that? Now, the birds. Wait, we didn't align it, did we? There. Now it is. Okay, that's a very if the bird was landed there, because this thing's tiny. If the bird was landed there, he'd barely be able to. It would be hard to eat. We should make little perches that sit out farther. Don't you think? One thing you'll see me do a lot is make stuff really big and then we shrink it down afterwards. So what if we just did something? A doop, a doop. Let's put a perch on top of this triangle. First we mess it up like that. Okay, here, let's pick a round number 40. So let's make this 40 long. Okay, we can align it. See, we're kind of speed running, but I got to get projects done before Christmas. Okay, let's drop this puppy down and see what we got to work with here. I think we should make it bigger than the triangle so the bird's feet could wrap around it better. I don't know if I like this yet, but let's shrink it down and have a look. I grouped it together. I'm picturing some little perches here. Maybe I should have done it completely different, guys. Do you hate this perch? You can tell me. No, don't tell me. I mean, I could finish it and then we could check if we hate it. Why don't we go ahead and finish it and then we'll see if we hate it. So we need it to attach, of course. So this has to be 40 wide. So see, that's not like awful. And then see, you would just, maybe it is good. Hold on. Let's get one on the other side. Okay, mirror it. I'm going to group these two together so I can center them with this, or align them with this main feeder. There. So now they're both perfectly aligned. Let's duplicate them and give them a little spinny. Okay, it's better than I thought. So now the birds could actually land on there and eat. Okay. I think it's all right. I think we, if we wanted to do it a little fancy, if we wanted to make it a little fancier, we could, why don't we set the sketch tool on it and make it a little fancier. There we go. Something just as little as that could do the trick. We're going to cut little holes in there. Okay. I think that's gonna be good. I think we can group all this stuff together right here. Let's try it. Oh, that helped a lot. And if you want, you could do a little pinhole in the feeder for drainage. Like if it rains or there's snow melt or something. Sometimes I'll do a couple little pinholes. As long as they're smaller than the seeds. Let's literally do a one. Let's see how big a 1 millimeter pinhole is here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's group that together. We'll do a tiny little water leak hole, see? All right, awesome. I take that back. This is nice. A bird's gonna like it. It'll have to still be a small bird, like a little wren or sparrow. You know, bald eagle. Okay, honestly, we just have to do a lid and a hanger. So, easiest way to do that? Let's have a little coffee and think about it. Ooh, okay. I only thought for like 10 seconds and we're ready to rock. Let's do a cute little roof, a pointy roof. It'll look like an elf hat, and let's put a Taurus around it. because I think it's just going to look cute. So we could put this towards as fat. Let's, this tube, we can change this to smaller. Ooh, that's good. Let's align these so it's all lined up. We can probably, let's see, what are we going to do? Let's cut the bottom off. The cone, yeah, this part will print separate. So see, I'm cutting the bottom of the flat, I'm cutting the bottom of the sphere off so it's, it sits on the bed really nice. Okay. Now, we can always make it a little less pointy if we want. Okay, lid. How did we... But we need the hanger. Okay, we forgot to think about the hanger. Either way, this is going to have to get hollowed. Well, wait. Okay, how about something really... Okay, okay. I'm starting to get something. It's coming to me. What about kind of simple but effective? Not defective. So let's make this shape. We're going to cut an angle at the bottom. Like, yeah, that should be all right. Okay, see, we're going to cut an angle like that. You'll see why. And then let's cut a hole in it. For the string or wire or whatever. Okay, nice big fat hole. Drop it down a little. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll just align this stuff. Okay, watch. Now we'll just group that together. Okay, we cut a nice little piece, and let's go ahead and... Okay, it's 9 by 21. We're going to need one of these. That is 11 by 23. And you'll also see why. Okay, whisper. Okay, let's bring one over and install one. Here, I'll shrink them both at the same time. Ooh, that was smart. Okay, we're going to have little tabs that stick up. And they're going to go through the roof. So the roof can slide right on. And see, we added the little angles so it wouldn't be an overhang. See? Okay, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, let's align that. Now we need one on the other side. This should work. These little tabs are going to stick right through the cone. If we have to change the cone, we will. Mirror it so our angle fits. Ooh, yeah, beautiful. Now, as long as our cone goes down low enough, if we have to kind of get rid of that ring or make it flatter or something, we will. Like that. Let's just check it out. So it is hollow, kind of. Okay. I feel like we should cut a little... I wish I knew how big this tube was without ungrouping everything. Is it going to cause a big problem? Okay, good. Ew. Okay, so we need... Let's cut a... let's see. Let's cut a 40 by 40 little dent up into this cone. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, let's do that. Let's hit T. Now we can see how far up we can have this. Oops. So see, I'm going to select the... See, obviously we can't have it sticking up like that. We could put it right there, though. Let's do it. Let's group them together. And look. We got a nice... That's going to slap right on. So now we just have to cut the holes so the other things can get through there. The tie holes. Okay, let's check though. Let's check if she can fit on there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. So it'll sit on there. Oh, wait. Crud. The hole's still not. We gotta make them hangers taller. So we could do that. Let's just go like this. Let's select them both and hit ungroup. Oh dear. It's getting weird looking, guys. Let's get rid of the hat. Okay, now let's stretch these way up. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Now let's raise our... I feel like the holes don't have to be so big either. But it would be nice to put some rope. You know, use some rope. Okay, I think we're all right. Okay, let's group all this. Oh, no, hold on. We just got to select these parts. There, we can group this. I hope I'm just not confusing everybody. I might be if there's brand new people. But, you know, I'm confusing myself too. Okay, now this should stick up now. This should be all good. Look at that. I'm going to center the hat, the lid. I'm going to cut out the lid. I hit the wrong button. Okay, the lid is perfectly centered. So see, now all we have to do is, this is the last step. We just have to cut holes. See? We have to cut holes through the lid. So the lid will slide on there. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, let's get our movement smaller so I can be really fussy. 0.1s. It's good. So we turn this back, turn the lid back into a solid. This is the last step, guys, I think. And now we just want to cut them holes through just the lid. Here we go. See? So that lid's going to slide on. It's going to snap up into that hole. And we're still going to have our tie straps. So you could tie a long string up here. And the lid will just slide up so you can dump more seed in it. Oops, we just got to group this bottom part. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Group. Let's take a look. This is a little bitty masterpiece. Now, is it small enough? It's only 4 inches? We could probably go up to 5 inches. Be about 125. Or is that too... That's way too big for an ornament. Should we print it 4 inches? I'm scaling everything at the same time, you know. Okay, let me picture my print bed. We're going for it. We're doing a 4-inch feeder here. Ah, I love it. I think everything's fine. Okay, looking for print faults. But see, this lid's not going to print. This lid prints separately. Hit D to drop. Dang it, there is an overhang right here. I'll just use, let's see. Could I have cut that? I don't want to make it thin there. Could I turn that into something? Let's see if we can remedy that real quick. I feel like we sped run this pretty easily. Like, what if we just did one of these? We might be able to fix that. We don't want that overhang, but we also don't want thin parts. So let's line these up quick. This will just be the last step. It's worth trying. And let's drop it down and we'll have a look under there. You know what? Let's just combine it and then we'll hit transparent and see what it looks like. So we just cut a full dome up in there. Wouldn't that be nice for printing? Let's hit T and see if it's too thin. I think it's okay. I think it's all right. Looks like we still got a couple millimeters there. Or at least one. And we got our holes. Everything's okay. Oh, did we cut the bottom of this off though? Oh, we should cut a flat spot on this though. Let's do that, and that'll be the last step. I thought I did have a flat spot. We must have went back. I want this to sit real nice. Oh yeah, that wasn't sitting nice at all. Now it will. Woofda. Group. And we have to hit D to drop. There we go. And if I print these at the same time with some cool silk color changing, if I have some, I'm just going to nestle them by each other like this. Awesome. Guys, let's send this to the printer. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? Let's pop this up. The first one had a little bit of an accident, so I made a design change. Let me show you the other one also. These are so cool. I can't even explain how awesome these are. Okay, let's pop the lid on. Look it. So see, the lid will come off. Even if you have the ribbon or wire up, you won't even have to take it off of a hanger because the lid will just slide up and you can pour in the food. Okay, where's the other one? Here's the one that printed before it. Oh, good. This one's actually a little better colored. This is a color changing silk filament. So this one, I think it must have hit. I kind of repaired it. I think the nozzle hit this little wall and like knocked it off. Maybe we'll be able to see in the time lapse, but I didn't want it to go to waste, so I fixed it. It's still perfectly fine, kind of. So what I didn't want that to happen again. So look, down in there, can you guys see? I added supports. Actually, you can see them through the side here too. I added pretty bulky little supports in there to make it real strong at the base there. So that couldn't happen again. These are so cool. Look at the size. And while they were printing, I had the best idea. Because I was like, well, this is kind of a little novelty because think of filling this with food and then an hour later it's gone. But there's expensive treats that people buy for their wild birds, like mealworms. They're super expensive, dried mealworms. Even that thistle seed's pretty expensive. So that's what you could use this for, as a miniature treat feeder, you know? Oh my gosh, your birds would learn to come check on the treat feeder first probably and see what's in there for the day. And once it's empty, maybe it'll be gone for the day, you know? Here, let me tie something on here and see if I have any treats. Alrighty guys, are you still on? Look at this. I just used a pipe cleaner because I didn't have anything else really at the moment. But like a nice little thin ribbon or something would work nice, or just wire. See, this comes off, and all I had was regular mix. So even black oil sunflowers and whatever just mixes fits through there. It is the cutest little thing. Maybe I should hang it on the tree. Actually, I'll put it outside and see. I would get some footage of the birds eating it, but it usually takes them a little while to get used to a new feeder. That is so cool. I don't have any mealworms. I'm gonna get some mealworms, and this will be my little mealworm feeder. It is the best. This definitely is one of my favorite projects lately. And it's actually a useful one. And it would still it still could be an ornament. It's small enough. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, it just maybe needs a little better wire on it. But you see, it can't be too big of a knot here by these. Otherwise, this won't slide up. You know what I'm saying? But it's awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you on tomorrow's video. Do you guys want some of this?